Hey friends, welcome. Today is going to be the greatest day of your life. What if I told you that everything you've ever wanted, the life you dream of, the goals you've set, are all within your grasp, and the key to unlocking them lies in the power of your mind? Now, what if I told you that your thoughts, when focused and directed, have the potential to shape your reality? I'm Douglas Vandergraph, and today I'm going to share how the law of attraction transformed my life, not just through belief, but through science-backed principles. And back in 1992, I survived as the longest clinically documented death case in history. Today, I host a platform that reaches hundreds of thousands of people every single day. And I believe I'm living proof that what you focus on, you attract. And this isn't just self-help talk. It's grounded in real science, and it can work for you too. You see, years ago, like many of you, I faced overwhelming challenges. I had had massive brain damage, which ultimately killed me. And when I woke up from that death, I was in a wheelchair, just cut me down the middle. One side of my body was completely paralyzed. The other side of me was broken beyond belief and had to be put together by specialists who themselves said that I probably would never use this right arm or hand again, but it's a good thing I can, because I can't use the left arm or hand for much still even today. But these struggles I've overcome, and I've moved forward. And the deal is I've had big dreams. And at that time, I had no clear path to achieving them. I knew, as I always have, that I wanted to inspire others. And my wife and I have garnered incredible business success over the course of my life since that accident. However, I've garnered a lot of information related to leadership, personal development, and business growth. And I wanted to share that with others. I firmly believe that the life you live and where you end up is 100% dependent on how many people you help over the course of your life. And I knew I wanted to inspire others and share my knowledge, but there were roadblocks at every turn. Then I discovered the law of attraction, and it fundamentally changed the way I approached my life. Let me break it down from a scientific perspective. So, the law of attraction suggests that the thoughts and energy we emit into the universe attract similar experiences back to us. And at first, this may sound abstract, but you see, neuroscience and psychology actually back this idea. The brain has something called a reticular activating system. It's a network of neurons in the brainstem that play a critical role in filtering information. Now, the RAS acts as a gatekeeper, deciding what information gets through to your conscious mind. Now, being somebody who's had some pretty extensive brain damage, the brain and how it works has become something that I'm very interested in. And you see, when you focus on a particular thought or goal, your brain starts filtering out irrelevant data and highlights opportunities that align with your focus. So in other words, what you focus on, your brain begins to notice more and more opportunities in the world around you that are directly related. And when I began shifting my mindset from suffering and poor me, that poor me attitude, it seems like when something happens to us from a medical circumstance or something like that, a lot of people out there spend the rest of their lives just telling that story over and over and over again to everybody who will hear it. But I changed my mindset and started focusing not on what I lacked, but on the possibilities around me. And you know what? When I did that, everything changed. I started each day by practicing gratitude, and here's where science comes in. Studies have shown that gratitude rewires the brain to foster more positive emotions and increase mental resilience. Neuroscientists have found that practicing gratitude literally changes brain structure by strengthening pathways related to emotional regulation and cognition. And this can boost optimism and well-being. So, as I focused on gratitude and started visualizing my goals, my reticular activating system began to filter the world in a way that aligned with my desires. I started noticing opportunities that had always been there, but were previously hidden by my old mindset. This is the power of neuroplasticity. You see, that's the brain's ability to change and adapt in response to experiences. And by consistently focusing on positive outcomes, I was essentially reprogramming my brain to seek out opportunities that aligned with my goals. I visualized my future in detail, the life I wanted to create. You know, they told me I would never live past the age of 30. 30 was pretty much where I would end up due to all the internal injuries and damage, and boy, things just weren't very positive for me back then. But I had a life I wanted to create. I always wanted to be a father, and I always wanted to be a husband. But unfortunately, I was pretty disabled and not in the best place of my life, so those things didn't really seem like they were ever going to happen to me. But, they did. And I started focusing on getting somebody in my life that would care about me and love me. And I have a wonderful wife. And she's beautiful, by the way. If you find a woman who's into handicapped, bald-headed guys, I tell you what, hang on to her, because that's a treasure. I always joke with her about that. And I have two amazing kids. I have a 15-year-old in college. I have a 12-year-old that excels in pretty much everything she touches. It's amazing. And all this I have, and I can't tell you where it came from, but it's what I was focusing on. It's what I wanted to have in my life. And amazingly, those things came to fruition, and here I am before you today. I wanted to then, since I've had so much success in my life as a result of utilizing these principles that I've learned around how the brain works and the law of attraction, I wanted to inspire others. And one day, I got on Amazon and bought a $65 digital camera and started talking. And within the first 30 days, I had 15,000 subscribers. People were listening. And I thought, this is wonderful. And, I just wanted to help people. That's all I really wanted to do. And so I would visualize speaking to people through my YouTube platform, inspiring them with messages of leadership and personal growth. And the more I visualized, the more real it became in my life. And here's where the science of visualization comes in. Research has shown that when we visualize an outcome, the brain fires neurons in the same way as if we were actually experiencing that outcome. So in essence, your brain doesn't differentiate between an imagined experience and a real one, which helps to prepare you mentally and emotionally for the real thing. Well, I continued to visualize and express gratitude, and then I took action. And this is the critical point. The law of attraction is not about sitting back and hoping. It's about aligning your thoughts with purposeful actions. And I was producing these videos, and then I reached out to Bob Proctor, who's a mentor. And I remained consistent in my efforts, and he supported me and gave me advice and information, which helped me to further understand this mental platform that I was trying to build and work from. And the universe responded. With each step forward, my YouTube channel began to grow. Slowly at first, but I stayed committed, and I started attracting more and more viewers and started hearing comments like, this is the fastest growing YouTube channel in America right now on YouTube. And more opportunities and more connections came. And today my YouTube channel reaches hundreds of thousands of people every single day. and I share the lessons and principles that help me to transform my life. I'm also broadcasted across 14 different podcast platforms, so you'd find it hard not to find me somewhere in the world. Pretty amazing for a handicapped guy who stepped out of a wheelchair 30 years ago and stepped up to try to build some dreams in his life. And it's amazing. When you start working towards your dreams, you can have anything you want in this world. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, or where you think you can be. As long as you're focusing your mind on where you want to be, the actions you take will fall in line and you can get there. And there's another scientific principle at work here that I want to talk about. It's the power of emotional contagion. Research in psychology shows that emotions are contagious, meaning the energy you put out, positive or negative, affects not only you, but also those around you. And when I approached each day with a mindset of positivity and possibility, I began to attract people and opportunities that resonated with that same energy. My audience grew not just because of the content I was putting out, but because of the energy that I share every single day. And I try to stay positive. I really want to share that positive energy, and I really want others to believe that they can achieve everything they want in their lives. And it's just a matter of focusing on that with positive energy and taking action. And it can happen for you. 100% happen for you. You know, the science behind the law of attraction is not just theoretical as many people think. It's practical and it works. From the reticular activating system filtering your reality based on your focus to neuroplasticity helping rewire your brain for success. The science is clear. What you focus on, you attract. So ask yourself, what are you focusing on? Are you allowing fear, doubt, and negativity to shape your life? Or are you training your brain to seek out abundance and possibility? The universe is always listening, but so is your brain. The energy you emit, whether through your thoughts, emotions, or actions, will in fact shape your reality. You know, I'm living proof that when you shift your mindset, take purposeful action, and align yourself with your goals, the universe will meet you halfway. My journey from surviving a near-death experience to building a platform that impacts hundreds of thousands, someday millions of people, wasn't an accident. It was a direct result of focusing on what I want and taking the steps to manifest it. You know, your dream life is not just possible, it's already waiting for you. The question is, are you ready to focus your mind, align your actions, and take the first steps towards it? Because the truth is, once you do, the universe and the science behind it will work in your favor. Your future's in your hands, and I believe it's time to manifest the life that you've always dreamed of. You know, don't let other people's opinions or whatever happened yesterday or last year impact where you want to go and where you think you can be. Because if you look at my past history of where I come from and all the things that happened to me, I'm the last guy you'd think would have as much success in their life as I do. And you know what? I don't brag about it. I utilize it as a responsibility, and it's my responsibility to share the knowledge and information that I have with everybody who will listen. Because you know what? I believe, and I know that it's possible. I'm living proof that it's possible. Thank God I'm living, and I'm proof that it's possible. You know, are you ready to make it happen? Because now's the time. Get your shoes on. Get walking. Let's take action today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Today's the day, and you can do it. And check me out on YouTube, Douglas Vandergraph. If you put that in the search, it'll pull me up. You'll see my bald head and my black glasses and my smiling face. And I just want to share good things with you that'll help boost your day. I post every day. I post 2 to 4 videos each day, kind of depending on energy levels, and I do have work activities that I complete each day too, so I have to do this as a hobby and as an extracurricular thing at this point in time. But I'm looking for opportunities, and I'm looking to engage with anybody who's willing to listen. I hope you have a beautiful day. Take care of yourself, my friends. I care about you and I believe in you. You know what? If anybody's worth it, you are. And if anybody can do it, you can. Absolutely, you can. Talk to you tomorrow. Take care.